Hello Pisces. Okay, so another message from the High Priestess. This was at the bottom of the deck. There she is again. If you were here yesterday, you saw that there was a message from the High Priestess. So this is a follow-up. I guess she wants to make an appearance this week. Maybe they're nodding at me. Whichever case, it's fine. That is my that is my nickname, Priestess. So let's play with it. Let's do this. There's a fire lit. There's a signal fire lit with the Eight of Wands right here. And it was directed straight into your heart space. Okay? Not for you to only give out, but for you to receive into it. And when you do, it sets you off on a journey with the Eight of Cups. Okay? This journey right here, this is, you know, going off. Look at the age, the white hair, the wisdom behind this journey. Absolutely going forward. Where is it going? There's an orb lit. Now, this is where the soul cards came in and really did their magic. I had to take an extra amount of time just to sit here and meditate on these because they were absolutely lovely in the message that they bring in, and it's a very profound message. It's not just about Pisces, I have to tell you, it's more about the people who are waking up. And it kind of shows how it's been happening and where we've been going with it. The first one, you see somebody inside this shape. Okay, confined, stuck, but also incubating, becoming. It's like the butterfly, right? I've been talking about the caterpillar, the butterfly. This is the same thing. It can look restrictive if you look at it just closely the way it is. But if you see the eyes are open, it's almost like a waiting, an incubation period. The power of the orange is all around you here. This is a power of motion, movement, becoming. As you incubate, the second part, you can still see the remnants of the egg behind there. You are shaping the environment around you. This would be us as humans, right? We walk through life, we do things, we shape the stuff around us. But at one point, even this cave gets to be a little bit restrictive, a little bit too small. We suddenly just want to go and expand and make it bigger. And how do we do that? Well, when we finally do, there's the orb again. When you come out, you suddenly realize that this is not a one-off. This is not just a one-person thing. You may sit there and think that you may be, or feel like you are the only one going through this, but you are not. There are others like you going through this exact awakening. This orb awakening of self, this seed of going forward, of becoming who you're meant to be. I don't know which stage you are in. I feel that I am in between these. I know and feel there are others. I think that for the most part, a lot of us are quiet. We don't always speak out and say, I am one of the ones who is awakening. I know as Pisces we like to say it a lot, but I think that there's others in this world that are not exactly saying the same thing. If you want to share it with somebody that you know that think is awakening, please don't restrict them to just a Pisces reading, because I really feel this was more a bigger collective, okay? So you'll know. If you know, you know. You'll feel it inside yourself. You go, I think this person needs to hear this. The fire was lit, your heart space opened. When it did, it sent you on a journey to plant the seed. The seed is you. The seed was you to awaken, to expand your environment, and then to find others like you. You are not alone. That is the biggest message here. You are not alone in anything that you are doing, anything that you're trying to expand in your life. We like to separate all these different things and say, well, oh, it's because I'm trying to do this and that. And yes, it could be about that. But as you are expanding, you're expanding other people's horizons. I always like to say this, whatever you're building, someone is watching. And as they're watching you, they are also realizing that they can awaken and build for themselves. These are the bottoms of these cards, and I forget what the name of it. I think it's, was it the After Dark Tarot, or I'm not too sure. I trimmed them, and I kept the little bottom parts because I thought they were, I don't know, cool. And I guess it's because I knew I was going to use this. Dominion. I love this word. This word. The word itself, when I mean, I'm not familiar with the entirety of it, of what it means, but I'll look it up just for fun. But what's coming in when I say it is a certainty of being. That's what I feel when I see it. Yeah, it's supreme authority and sovereignty. It is her. Okay. To self-governing, it's self-governing, right? So it's having the right to decide where you're going. For a long, long time, and still now even, we live in a society that doesn't let you have dominion and sovereignty in who you are. But that time is coming to a close. Honestly, it is. Whether it is in your personal life or the actual society, it remains to be seen, and I'm not going to make any predictions on that. But it sure does feel, for myself and for certain people, that this time of being, of feeling the weight of somebody's, like, power over us is done. When you decide that you are sovereign in your own life, that you make your own decisions, that your awakening is not something to be hidden or in shame of, I believe that that's when you make the biggest changes. You suddenly stop caring. Example, I went to a restaurant with my husband today. For the first time, I wasn't looking at other people to see if they were looking at me, or if somebody looked at me and didn't smile back to think, oh, they don't like me, or none of that really matters anymore. Even a couple of people, the waitress and also the owner of the restaurant came and they went, you look happy, you look peaceful. And I was there sipping peppermint tea and thinking, I am. I feel completely inside my own power. I don't feel like I need to think about what's coming forward, what's behind me. I can live in the present moment and enjoy my tea and just be. I had dominion over my little piece of space. When you start living that way, not only do you become somebody who can get places, who can plant their own seeds, you can invite others who are the same, who do the same. Let's pick another one, just for fun. Ace of Pentacles. This actually goes to this card. This was at the bottom of this card at one point. I just didn't like them, so I liked, because the color is a little different. But the Ace of Pentacles is right here. That's it. You plant your own seeds. Nobody is planting the seeds for you. Nobody's telling you what's going to grow, what you're going to eat. You plant it, you eat it, you decide. In all of my readings, I talk about this all the time. If you're going to invest in your life, invest in the things that you want to. Don't invest in the things that people tell you to or what you've heard. It's always good to have advice or take a look at what other people are doing, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do everything they say. The final decision is yours. this incubation period that's happening here, this is yours. This is your path to have, your life to walk into. And it's up to you to find others that feel and seem like you, so that you can embrace each other and be part of each other's lives and walk a path of loveliness, right? Not only that, they look at this egg or this incubation now as a part of creation, right? What's gotten them to this point. They look at it in reverence and happiness, and looking at it like, this is what brought me here. Being grateful, being thankful for everything that from this point to this point has brought for you. Harmonious change. That has a lot to do with the heart space. So the last message that they really want you to have here is that when you took off, when the fire was lit, it was to fill the heart space. That's the most important part. That's the frequency that can't be tied down. It's nothing that you can accumulate. It's something that you feel within. It's a frequency that can be spread among people, things, new beings, anything. Okay? You have the ability to spread love. It isn't something that can be controlled. It isn't something that can be defined. Even if they lock you up, they can't stop you from loving. Nobody can. Only you can. When you tune into that frequency, you have all you need to begin the journey. Honestly. That is one of the most quintessential messages. Isn't it wonderful to know that no matter what anybody does, there's absolutely one thing that nobody can take away from you. It's your right to feel what you want to feel. All right, thanks a lot for being here, and I'll see you in the next message.